I mean,
and he says there are the statements from Sam and the busted door lock that support his story. The witness who apparently saw him do it. No signs of a struggle. Nothing was stolen.
Okay, but we know that some of that stuff isn't even true. I mean, the part about Sam having a witness isn't true. Other stuff is really shaky, like the doctor's spinal cord evaluation.
Yeah, listen, the Greenbergs have a lot of people in their corner who agree. There is a Justice for Ellen Facebook page that has more than 26,000 followers and a petition on change.org to have the Attorney General reopen her case. And that petition has more than 43,000 signatures. But listen, I've seen what Crime Junkies can do. You can easily add a couple 100,000 to that. Again, link is right in the show notes. It takes 2 seconds. You can fill it out while you keep listening. And legal proceedings are literally underway as we speak. And because of that, there have been a bunch of recent developments. For instance, the Greenbergs' lawyer got his own expert to examine Ellen's computer. And they apparently found that the suicide-related search links were actually not direct searches.
What do you mean?
Well, Josh says that they were phantom searches that came up based on other stuff Ellen was looking for, like side effects of the medication she was taking.
Okay, so like when you go to search, like, I don't know, Crime Junkie podcast on Google, it will autofill search options beneath it for Crime Junkie merch, crime scenes, Crime Junkie fan club, stuff like that.
Right, exactly. Also, just last May, a pathologist named Lindsay Emery gave a deposition describing how Dr. Galino asked her to examine Ellen's spinal cord after she started working at the medical examiner's office. Dr. Emery said that at least one of the injuries had no hemorrhage or vital response, which usually means that the person had no pulse when they were injured.
What do you mean they had no pulse when they were injured, Ashley? What?
Yeah, so basically it's possible that Ellen was already dead for some of the stab wounds that she endured.
So she couldn't have done them.
Yeah, but Dr. Emery also said it is possible that hemorrhage was washed away during the autopsy, so she couldn't draw any firm conclusions about the manner of death. She said that she would need more information. But that's the major issue in this case. It's too late to go back and get certain information. Guy talked about that in his Facebook Live video.
If just certain things were done differently, we could have had definitive answers.
The Greenbergs have been searching for those answers for 11 years now, and a lot has changed during that time. Sam Goldberg got married in 2014 and is a father. His uncle, who Sandy says took Ellen's stuff out of the apartment the day after her death, is a judge now. Guy DeAndrea went into private practice, and Dr. Osborne took a new job in Florida. And get this, Dr. Galino, Osborne's former boss, was actually placed on administrative leave due to an unrelated scandal involving the cremated remains of some bombing victims.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot to take in. Meanwhile, a Philadelphia judge recently ruled that the Greenbergs' lawsuit can go to trial, although no one knows exactly when that could happen. But just being able to go to trial is a major win for the Greenbergs.
Mm-hmm.
Josh and Sandy are still haunted by the way their daughter died and of what she must have endured before her death. They believe Ellen was a victim of domestic violence.
We know she was not a suicide victim. She was a homicide victim of a brutal attack, and she was abused before the attack. She was being abused. She didn't know how to tell us that she was being abused, and we didn't know how to ask the right questions to find out if she was being abused.
Sam Goldberg has never been charged with domestic violence against Ellen, and while he hasn't publicly commented about her death to any media that I'm aware of, he did apparently tell her family members that he believes she died by suicide. Ellen's parents are careful to avoid pointing the finger directly at Sam, and police have never named him as a suspect.
It's not our job to find out who murdered Ellen Ray Greenberg. So we're not going to speculate. We're not going to talk about it. We need professionals who have ethics, who will investigate this case and bring justice to our daughter.
This is my mission and my purpose, to get justice for my daughter.
Tom says Ellen's story is really a cautionary tale about trusting all the players in the criminal justice system to do a thorough job.
In a case like this, you want to make sure that it never, ever happens again. What the hell is the problem? Who the hell are they protecting and why? That's my big thing. Why? Thank God the Greenbergs have the support that they do to go through this, because how many individuals are out there that don't have, that these types of things have occurred and don't have that kind of support?
If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence, help is available. The number for the National Domestic Violence Hotline is right in our show notes, along with a number that can provide help for anyone dealing with suicidal thoughts.